All right, and we are live. Welcome. Oh, this is crazy. I've never live streamed before. Should be working. Let me check YouTube. Yeah, we're up. We're up. All right. Yeah, we're up. So, welcome. This is Dalton Talks episode 2. We did a video a while ago, a little mini episode a while ago, but we're trying to get things back into full swing, and we're gonna do a live stream. This is Feminist Steve.
Hello, my name is Steve.
Hello, everyone. My name is Feminist Steve. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. I have like a few topics to talk about. A little like icebreakers to do.
All right.
So first topic is Pokemon.
All right. Now, this is a topic that I'm very passionate about because this is a clear example of Gamergate 2.0. Right now, if you don't remember, Gamergate back in 2014, 2015 was a movement started by the alt-right where they were getting young gamers to go after feminists, to go after women in the gaming industry because they see gaming as a male-dominated industry, right?
Right.
So, if they see women that are succeeding in the gaming industry, they think that their hobby is being taken away. So they try to, harass women, they try to dox them, they try to, get them away from a scene that they believe belongs to them. And you see like this exact same thing happening with Pokemon, right? Like this
Yeah, like
successful female streamer has a bright, fun personality. So they try to slander her, they try to target her, and they try and radicalize a bunch of young kids into going after her.
yeah, it's
Like
like
what
a blatant example of sexism in the internet and real life. Like it's like you said, it's very blatant reminder of like Gamergate, and that people really don't like. People really don't want women to be taking over like the gaming scene, and that's just a wrong ideology.
Exactly. Like this is what is like so dangerous about people on the right being online, being in gaming circles, is that as everyone knows, like I like to think of Gamergate as like the 9/11 of the internet. After that, everything changed. People's thoughts, people's opinions on how to go in the future were completely shifted. And this is what the alt-right wants. They are trying to recreate that feeling of distrust.
Yeah, people who don't support Pokemon, I'm just gonna put this out there. They're like alt-right trolls trying to control what people see, and it's dangerous because there are younger people on the internet trying to look for things to watch, and unfortunately, people are trying to take down the more female-oriented genres like Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at like people like Leafy, for example. Now, with someone like Leafy, right? You had someone that a bunch of kids are watching, like people that were like 13, 14, 15, even 16, right? That were looking up to this Leafy person. And what were they telling them? That people with mental disabilities were cringe, that they were bad people. They were literally just like training kids into being ableist. So when
It's
you have someone like that going after someone like Pokemon, this is a clear sign that the right is trying to control the gaming industry.
and what I really think we should do is I want to encourage anyone like any minorities like people of color or women or non-binary like myself to like get out there, get themselves on the gaming scene, just try to like make a point to that the right is wrong, and that we need to take back the gaming scene from men. It's not it's not supposed to be a male dominated scene. It's just not.
Exactly.
It's just wrong. And what they're really trying to push for is that a lot of people are playing more like violent video games or like games that objectify women, and it's just wrong. Like I'm honestly really disappointed with scenes like Twitch, like sites like um it's even on YouTube too. It applies to YouTube, and I think that we should go to more like feminist approved content, or like just to push for like better content generally. People be gay. Sorry, I had a problem. Had a problem. Plugged. Sorry. But yeah, I think that people should lean towards more streamers like Pokemon because it's like an innocent person with like a good personality. It's just good fun, and that's what people should strive for. Now, there's a section I want to bring back from the first episode. To stay on the topic of like the gaming scene as a whole. It's the Dalton Talks Gaming. The game I want to look at it's an old one, but it's still up there. It's been getting remakes and ports. It's the original Resident Evil. Now, if you look at it, there's one thing I really want to talk about. You get a choice between playing as what are the main characters' names? Hold on. Yeah, okay. Joe and Chris. You get a choice between Joe and Chris to play as. And my big problem with that, it's good to have a choice, of course, but Chris is faster and he has more health, so he's like the more accessible character, and that's just a blatant example of sexism. That the male character has more health, is more agile, and it's just the better character to play as, and that does not add to me. What do you like? I don't really know how to describe it. Like, imagine like a younger player. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but like a younger player. But imagine a younger player goes and plays Resident Evil, and they realize that Chris, like the male character, is just better to play as, and that's just disappointing because then people get the idea that women are futile and like insignificant. Oh, there's a comment here. Are you saying women have it worse than men? Absolutely, I am. See, women don't get enough representation in any media. Like, be it like a video game, a movie, or like video game, movie, like toys, any media. The media is being take control. The right is taking control of all the media and trying to push their sexist agenda. And I think that needs to change. Why is I'm gonna start reading some comments. Why is episode 2 coming out a year later? Now, see, it took a while to find the right service, like the right streaming site to put this on, because I always had the idea. I had the idea of going a lot bigger and doing more with episode 2, and I eventually found StreamYard, and it went off without a hitch. I gotta say, it's been really good. Let's see. I'm gonna read some more comments. Oh, that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. Putting you in timeout. How do women have it worse than men? See, women get less representation, and when they do get representation in the media, they are sexualized. They wear revealing clothing, like a female fighter in a game, like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. They wear revealing clothing, and it just sexualizes them to a younger audience, and it's wrong. So I'm glad you had that question. It was a good question.
Somebody did. I left 38 minutes on it. 38. Every night. Oh my god.
All right, women sexualize themselves. This is not true. I'm sorry. I just have to break this to you. It's not true. And I can't believe you have. I'm sorry that you've grown up in a world where you've been led to believe this. I'm genuinely sorry, and I think that you should find a way to educate yourself. Like this is a good idea. I have a blog. Here, I'll go send the link for it. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
I give her a 7. 6. 7. Weird you'd agree with Carly. Weird you'd say.
DangerDalton.blogspot.com. I'm starting a blog for this. Sorry, Steve said they're having some difficulties and we had to go. But I am starting a blog. It's not an IP grabber. It's not an IP grabber. Can you do me a favor and search up who is the richest female? Of course.
I invented the coolest dance ever. I named it the firecracker. You guys have heard of it, right?
Why'd you call it the
Who is
I
the
used my legs for a
richest?
fiery explosion of flailing limbs and floppy passion. Want to see it? Yeah, I gotta go find my helmet, my shin guards.
Okay.
No, that the sites that you're looking at, I'm seeing a lot of IP grabbers and false news. So I'm sorry, I'm sorry, you must have found the wrong site. And there's things about limited to countries and you it's richest woman in the world, not richest woman in the U.S. Please, this is a long one. This is a really long one. How do men have more representation? In movies, men sacrifice everything for the girl, and same in books. Men fall for the women to do anything for them, and that creates a misunderstanding. Yeah, it does create a misunderstanding that it creates a bad image for women that all men have to, that all men are just these knights in shining armor that sacrifice everything, but really, in reality, they're not.
Hey, is everything working again?
Yeah, it's cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I think there was some like Russian interference. I think someone was trying to like hack into the stream. I think everything should be up and running again.
You lied to me. You said you were gonna talk about me in your next episode, and you didn't.
Who
What?
cares? They're just looking for clout.
You're just looking for clout.
Yeah, exactly. This is our show. This is Stanley's show. Get out of here.
All right, let me read some more questions. Steve, how is it Russians? Well,
Is it Russians?
yeah,
Well, as you know,
what
with
Eric
the
asked.
current Russian invasion of Ukraine, is that Russian is actively trying to go against progressives. So when they see people like us like standing up to them and like talking out about their propaganda, then they see that as something they need to shut down. They see that as something that they need to get rid of, which is why they're trying to interfere with the show. Luckily, they haven't stopped us yet.
Yeah, we're still going strong. We're still getting some viewers, and I don't think the Russians are going to be able to stop us this time. That's tough for them.
Also,
Oh.
Stanley, I am not in the IRA. Does it make any sense? Okay, first off, the IRA were around in like the 1970s. I wasn't born in the 1970s. Also, I'm not even Irish. I'm not even from Ireland. Why would I be a part of the IRA? Does it make any sense?
Yeah. You need to get your facts checked, Stanley.
Exactly. Like, you're spreading misinformation about the show. We're just trying to have a good time discussing feminist issues, and you're in here talking about like conspiracies with me being in the IRA. Like, what is wrong with you?
Why would the Russians hack you? They don't give us. Now, see, that's what they want you to think, though. They want you to think that they're just targeting one simple place, but they're targeting all progressives. And that's what we are. And so I think that the Russians are trying to take down our show just to, like, silence us. And it's a good thing that they haven't. Are there any other questions?
Yeah. Any other good questions we should specify?
Yeah, any other good questions?
This is insane. What's wrong with everybody?
Okay, this Eric person just said lol.
Here, I'll make a banner for them so they can see.
We should probably go to
That's taking good questions. All right, this is a good banner.
sleep. All right, students, take your seats.
Thoughts on
Attention is
Pokemon?
about
Well,
to
why are you like
begin.
trying to like? Okay, so this is another thing what I was talking about earlier with like the alt right going after Pokemon is that there's this like weird sexualization with her where like, for example, if you go in Discord and you search Pokemon in the gifts tab, like all of the like options are like really sexual gifts, like her that looks like she's like doing stuff that's like really NSFW. I know this is a family friendly show, so I won't be going into detail.
Yeah.
But like, there's it's just like it's definitely this like political op where the alt right wants you to like think of Pokemon as this like object. They don't want you to like take her seriously or think of her as like an actual person, right? There's this like weird dehumanization with her. You saw this with Leafy as well, where they were saying that like she was a 2 out of 10, as if like this was some like important thing to her character.
Yeah. Okay, I have a good. Okay, Eric, what's your question? That's not a question, Eric. Oh, you're talking about this. Okay. Can you explain how women are equal to men? What does this mean? I'm confused here. What are you not getting?
Because everyone's a human being and everyone deserves to be equal.
What do you guys think about the gender pay gap?
Okay, well, the thing with the gender pay gap, right, is that for the most part, it's due to women not being able to get jobs in like male-dominated areas, right?
Yeah.
So what companies need to start doing is that they need to start hiring more women and hiring less men. You know what I like to say is equity leads to equality, right?
Yes. Can't have equity's honestly better
Yeah.
because
Well, I mean, like,
everyone gets what they need and deserve.
Yeah, well, if you think about it in like the political theory sense, right? Like they're essentially synonyms because they both lead to the same outcome.
Did you hear about Iran? Oh, this is a family-friendly show. I can't read that.
I'm launching a missile.
Steve, can you crank a no?
Yeah, no, we're not here to like do memes. We're here to like discuss serious feminism issues, okay? Like if you're just gonna like start talking about memes and leave.
Hey Steve, did you know America? Can you stop with the?
What the fuck?
Stop asking the violent questions, please.
Yeah, we're not here to like talk about like violent stuff. We're here to talk about feminism.
That boy's got boobs. He's a total nut.
But if women are paid less, why don't companies hire? That's what we just said. Why don't you hire more women and less men?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, baby. You know, you shouldn't have called your web show iCarly.
Yeah, like if you're gonna like ask a question, can you at least like pay attention to the topic at hand?
Come on now. Don't be like that.
All right, I'm putting it in
Just
chat.
A little kiss right here.
Just leave me alone.
Hey. Zeke, don't take
I
no
bet, yeah, you
prisoners.
should feel bad. You should feel bad, filthy Frank.
She said leave her alone.
Yeah, exactly. No trolling is allowed. This is a troll-free
And what are
stream.
you gonna do about it?
That just proved. What do? Hi. Hey Steve. All right, I'm gonna put you in timeout because you keep sending a copy pasta. No, 5 minutes.
Yeah, Stanley, I want you to think about your actions.
Hey, I got a
I got a
question.
question.
Can women be
Can women
sexist to men?
Not really, because
Reverse sexism is a sham.
Yeah, exactly. Like sexism is power plus prejudice. Same with racism. So
They're
seeing
both
as
like
like
a power
any
power. They're both based around power and prejudice.
exactly. So like if you look at like any sort of country, like any society whatsoever, it almost anything you can name is dominated by men, right? So like if a man were to say I hate women, then that would have a lot more impact than a woman saying I hate men, right?
Right, because they have ultimately less power in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's about the context of like why it is being said.
Can you prove gender payback is real? Well, we already talked about this.
Yes, we're already like been over these subjects.
Can we not talk about things we've already been over?
Yeah, you're just trying to sea lion. You're just trying to like get us to go in circles.
Putting in some rules.
Okay, to the person that just said that I'm killing myself by vaping, you're being really ableist right now by commenting on my nicotine addiction. All right, this isn't something I can help. This isn't something that's just gonna go away. And by saying that like I'm going to be like killing myself and that's a bad influence, that is highly ableist of you. Shame on you.
Please don't be ableist in chat. Please.
Yes, thank you, Dalton.
Hey, Dalton, if you don't mind me asking, what are your pronouns? I'm non-binary, so I have they/them pronouns.
Same here.
What is ableist? So that is uh, prejudice towards people with disabilities, or like for example, a nicotine addiction, like Steve has. What is a non-binary? That's like when you don't conform to gender norms, and it's sort of like being agender. It's
Yeah,
pretty much that.
yeah. Basically, personally for myself, I sort of like see it as like saying none.
Yeah, like, well, that's cool. I have neo pronouns. I'm she, sem, self.
Oh, it's glad to hear. We accept all forms of gender identity here.
That's like telling a diabetic to get off insulin. That exactly.
Exactly. Thank you, Void.
Wait, exactly. That's yes. Okay. You don't have a disability for being addicted. That addiction counts as a disability. It hinders you personally.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of things that like I'm no longer able to do in my life due to the fact that I'm addicted to nicotine.
Can we expect more content in the future since you are kind of coming back to the channel? Of course. I'm gonna do a
Wait,
few more live streams. I'm gonna edit together some videos.
wait,
So
hold on. That name there, that seems a bit familiar. I don't know.
I'm not sure. It's a little suspicious.
All right, I got my
Steve.
eye on you, Danley.
In the Discord, people were calling a guy who did heroin mentally weak and docking on him, saying addicts should be punished. Why was that? We don't allow that kind of
What
thing
are you
in.
talking about?
We don't allow that kind of thing in our server. So please don't spread false information.
Yeah, none of our staff members would do that.
Our staff is completely friendly, and we don't do that.
I found you for nothing.
If it was a newbie, I would get that. Some of them are trolls, but I assure you, it would have been taken care of.
Yeah, in fact, can we get like a timeout on them for like spreading misinformation? Okay, now you're blaming it on Porg. Yeah, Porg would never do that. Or as you would spell it, Prague.
Prague. Hey Dalton, what are your thoughts on trans race? What? Like someone who identifies. Oh.
Okay, yeah. So this is so like transracial is something that was created by the alt-right to like mock people with like non-traditional pronouns.
Yeah,
Essentially,
that's like an insult to like transgender people by saying
Yeah.
that you can just change your race.
Yeah, it's based off of like the alt-right lie that like people that identify as different pronouns than what you'd normally expect are like just deciding to do it to be quirky or like to be different or whatever.
It's like this, like what Eric just said. Okay, in that case, I can be addicted to being racist, and you can. That's like the same thing as calling yourself transracial. Like you can't call me white because now I identify as black.
Yeah, I think these people are just trying to like make fun of me for a disability. Would you be able to add like ableism to the banner?
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully that'll stop them from doing that.
There. No ableism, please.
No ableism, alright?
Steve, why are you suspicious about my name? Okay, so it's kind of it just sounds like another name that was over here.
Yeah, I kinda feel like a weird aura about it.
Yeah. Okay, first off, that's not my name. If you're gonna talk to me, spell my name right.
Yeah, there's no one here named Dalton. It's Dalton.
Imagine Image being addicted to vaping. You are such a loser.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to like search that into Google Images and they accidentally put that in the chat.
Why would Arthur want your locker in between those two big sweaty wrestlers who fight all the time? He didn't. Which is why I gave Arthur.
I know it's tough to have a simple conversation anymore, but I want to. What? Oh, let me read this.
Okay. So like the whole like idea of like, oh no, like I just have a different opinion than you. Oh, we just disagree on something. Here's the thing, right? Like the way we think is based off of like years upon years of fact checking, research, esoteric analysis. So like there's not anything you can really like disagree with for what we're talking about, right? Like we already know almost anything there is to know. So when you're disagreeing with what you're saying, when you're disagreeing with like academic feminists like ourselves, then you're just spreading misinformation.
Yeah. I understand you. I have an addiction to drinking resin.
Drinking resin? What do you mean by resin? That could like mean a million different things.
That could mean that's like an ambiguous word. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Where did this question come from?
Are you trying to find Dalton's personal information?
Are you trying to find my personal information and like what, dox me? Yeah, I'm not gonna have that. I'm afraid you're gonna go. I'm gonna block you, and you're in timeout.
Yeah, get them in the timeout corner. Like if you're not able to behave in our chat, you're gonna have to go in timeout. Okay? Capiche?
Oh no. Yep, you're going in timeout for doxing people. Here, no doxing. See, no doxing.
Thank you, Void.
Doxing is for right. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, that's definitely something that like I could see Putin like implementing their super hackers to try and do.
I know, but I would like to have a civil conversation where my viewpoints aren't labeled as misinformation or hate speech right away.
You see, like, this is exactly like what I was talking about, right? Like, now you're trying to like frame yourself as the victim, right? Like, you know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to like, spread misinformation. You're trying to like tell impressionable people that like feminism isn't the correct ideology in the world. So what you're doing is you're trying to like make yourself out to be like this victim of feminism in order to make us look bad. Like, this gaslighting isn't going to work. I'm a psychologist. You can't out psych a psychologist, okay?
Welcome back, Stanley. Behave. Please stop framing yourself as the victim tonight, or I'll put you in time. I'll have to put you in timeout.
Yeah, I might need to get another timeout going here.
Okay, it's still not like me to get all crazy about
Let's see what this
hot
chat is
guys
saying.
but- Oh my god, he's so funny when they cook on it.
There's like barely anything.
If you like him so much, go say hi to him. What? You can't just say hi to a guy like
Well,
that.
actually, Void, I see you're in the chat right now. If you want to hop in the stream, I know you're an AI developer, so I think you might have something to say about the current epidemic of bot phobia going on in our server.
Here, I'll send you a link.
I think you accidentally threw this at my head.
Yeah.
Steve, I'm a lawyer. I watched like 3 episodes of Better Call Saul. I can say you are not. I can say you are not a psycho. You can't just. You
Like,
can.
Okay, this is how I can tell you're lying, right? Like, if you're actually a lawyer, you wouldn't be making like grammatical mistakes like that. Like, lawyers are like really like meticulous when it comes to like writing contracts, like writing lawsuits, filing. Like, this is not how a lawyer behaves. Stop trying to like lie about who you are.
Oh, right.
Would you consider heroin or drug user addicts mentally weak?
No, I just swallowed my
No,
gum.
why the fuck would you say that?
What?
But yeah,
Why would you say that?
maybe you could come by my house and I'll show
That's
you
just
the
wrong.
show.
Oh.
People, at least people who are addicts to anything, like that's like a sort of disability for them, and it's not like a mental. Sure, it may be like a sort of physical weakness or something, because it's a disability. But
More homework and more discipline. Yes.
No,
Steve,
Stanley,
respond to my Discord.
I'm not going to be replying to your DMs. I don't know who you are. You're just like coming into our chats trying to like steal the show from us. Like, I don't have any reason to respect you. Go away.
So that's supposed to be your body?
Well, yeah. You know, if I looked like this.
It's like your twin. So I know him.
That goes on later.
The chat really disappointing.
Ready to splatter
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
we were gonna like be having a bunch of like feminists in the chat, but like it seems like trolls are like trying to take it over.
Maybe I'll send a YouTube link to the more progressive people here.
All right. Yeah, if there are any like feminists in here that want to like hop on the show and like discuss some feminist issues, just let us know in the chat and we'll try to get you in.
Like this?
Yes! You're the splatter
I'm trying to steal the
master.
show just like how I stole Dalton's fridge.
You didn't.
Oh, is your
No.
fridge okay?
No, he didn't steal my fridge. He's lying.
Oh, okay. So we have like more misinformation.
I got it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Stanley, are you the person that was like trying to like harass Norm on their stream? Because like there was someone that was like claiming that like they stole Norm's fridge. Is that you?
Hey, I was in the neighborhood.
Stanley, please fess up if you were the one who was in lower stream. Because we don't appreciate when people do that. Oh, you are? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put you in timeout for what you did. And hey, timeout's not working.
Why are you here?
Are you hacking right now?
Okay.
Oh, this might be the person that was interfering with my stream earlier.
You just scurry on out of here.
Yeah, I can't put them in timeout. Are they hacking?
It's okay, Carly. I've got the situation.
Oh, yeah, I think this might be our like Russian super hacker that you were talking about.
Oh no.
I mean, that's just something.
Oh, yeah, Void, you're right. I think I think there's another like super hack.
How do you guys stay active politically outside of the internet? Like, where you get to work to find out where gatherings are occurring?
Well, like whether you're talking about like, you're just doing this on the internet. Well, I'm actually planning on running for president.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like I think there's a lot that I could bring to the table. Like first off, I think that like we need to just like absolutely ban fast food restaurants, like just get rid of the industry entirely. Because like we can't trust them with animals. Like they literally are just like an animal genocide going on there. So like I don't
Yeah,
think they should like legally be allowed to operate.
I'm a proud vegan, so I 100% agree with that.
Same.
Okay. Remember, I could pop up there at any moment.
Yeah, so especially because like there's like so many Americans that have like just been brainwashed into thinking it's okay to like murder animals. So what I think we need to do is we need to just like shut it down. We need to just get rid of the industry. You know, shut down McDonald's, Burger
Steve,
King.
you're not gonna get one vote. Well, he's got
Especially
my vote.
Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I have connections. I think we could bring in a bunch of votes.
Hello.
What?
And the third floor.
Nice.
Who is it?
Hello, ASF. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yeah. The
Welcome.
internet can distort room size.
You're in sort of the latter half of our second episode.
Wow, you really do watch that car.
We're just sort of reading into viewer comments and questions.
Okay.
All right. So, any feminist subjects you would like to talk about?
Hi, Steve.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Swell.
Are you having a good day today?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I just earlier today I was just I was like watching a bit of Pokemon stream, then I went and took a nap.
Yeah, I got banned from Pokemon stream because I was donating too much.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it wasn't a great experience.
All right, well, Finn, here's what I'd recommend. What I'd recommend is just like, you know, like letting them know on Twitter, like, hey, I didn't mean to like disrespect you, but like sending you too much money would be able to get unbanned.
Yeah, she's so courageous and responsible for setting a donation cap.
Exactly. Like this is how you can tell that like they're a good person, they're a very humble person, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, anyways, back what I was saying earlier. Yeah, so like one of my policies for running for president. Also, one of the things I want to do is I want to get rid of the First Amendment. I think that free speech overall has like caused more harm to America than good. Because like what it's essentially allowed is that it's allowed people to be racist, it's allowed people to be bigoted, and be able to get away with it legally. So like that's like one of the big things I'm going to push forward with my campaign.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I've got a lot of plans for what I'm going to be doing with this presidential campaign. Like one of the, unfortunately, like one of the main issues is that you have to be like at least 35 years old to be able to run. So like I'm probably going to need to like create like a fake ID or something in order to be able to run. But like once I get that sorted out, I think I'm going to have a pretty good campaign.
I think ID should work.
Yeah, all right. Like I know like a couple people that might be able to like help me get it.
Yeah, I know Trump used some falsified information with his health and such.
Okay. Oh, hello. Are we still on?
Yeah, you were cutting out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had this like we had some like hacker trying to like shut down the stream earlier.
Wow, that's awful.
Yeah, luckily we got it all sorted out. The oppressors will not be able to take us down.
I don't know why people hate the freedom of press so much. I mean, I fight for it.
Exactly. Yeah. If you respect free speech so much, why don't you give us some free speech, huh? Where's our freedom of speech?
A lot of fragile white men don't like when they're wrong. Shut us down.
Yeah. Oh, Ramon Bowman Gaming. We come from a server called Feminists Against Trolls. Make sure to join. We have a lot of good feminist discussions there. Just make sure to like ignore the trolls though. Steve, if you get rid of fast food, the economy is going to crumble. You don't know how it works. I don't care about money. This isn't a money issue. This is about a I don't want animals getting murdered issue. All right, like if you think money is more important than the lives of individuals, then that really speaks to your character. Okay, Eric Benedict.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Void is DMing Dalton. I think we might be getting Void in the Steve, literally the whole country is going to starve? Oh, okay, we're gonna be hopping off soon.